Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 610, Dialogue Tags. Yet another visit to Dialogue Tags. Here's Stanley. What a good boy. He's sleeping. Alright, Dialogue Tags. The Holy Trinity said, asked, and replied. I tried writing a book one time, completely without dialogue tags, just by trying to reference. However, I failed. Because sometimes you have to deconflict who's speaking. And then you need to put a dialogue tag in there. Who said what? Who asked? Who responded? Especially in multi-character settings. If you just have two characters, it's kind of clear. However, after 4 or 6 or 8 said and replies, you've got to highlight who's speaking. But you can do that with looks, with glances, with turns, with other things that are going on with the character. You can also get creative with your dialogue tags. Chided, urged, blasphemed, railed, raged, questioned, all different kinds. There's hundreds. I think I put together a listing of like 125 dialogue tags that you can use. However, if you get too creative, then it looks like you're trying too hard. Just make sure the golden rule is the reader has to know who is speaking. That's it. However you do that, make sure it doesn't detract from the reader experience. That's it. That's a golden rule. Not one of the big authors said, if you use anything other than said, you're wrong. Well, no, you're not wrong. You're just different, and different sometimes is good. Just make sure you don't lose your readers. That's the only thing you really need to do. If you say said all the time and the readers don't notice, cool. If you didn't, and the readers didn't notice, cool. None of it matters except clarifying who's saying what to keep the reader fully engaged with the scene as they're building it in their mind. Can you manage a story without using tags? This is I've read some stuff by Lindsay Baroker, and she is exceptional at that, at making sure that you always know which character is speaking without having to throw a dialogue tag in there. So when do you use tags? Multi-character settings, and generally I do other things to show which character is speaking. If there are only 2 characters in a scene, rock on, 2 characters in a scene, just to make sure that you don't get lost over time. As they reply back and forth to each other, and I've seen a whole page that I've written, and there's no dialogue tag. It's just line after line of dialogue. It's like, okay, I'm lost here. Who's talking? Who's speaking? And then I need to go back and add a third dimension. She smelled patchouli, which I found out in Australia. Patchouli is not a common scent, so they didn't know when I said write a short thing on what does patchouli smell like, because they had no idea. It was really weird. Patchouli. Anyway, I'll send some scented patchouli down under so that everybody can take a sniff and see, hey, this is what it is. All right, make it crystal clear who's speaking. That dialogue tags, the whole purpose is to declutter and clarify who's speaking. Make it easy for the reader. Everything else is superfluous. You can get creative with your tags. Chided, urged, blasphemed, responded, replied. You can get out of control, and I've seen those books, and it gets annoying over time. So, just to me, as a reader, make sure they know who it's speaking. Simple enough. That's it on dialogue tag. Never rail on somebody else because of their dialogue tags. Just focus on your own work, eyes on your own paper, and realize that your readers are yours. Service them. Peace, fellow humans.